Hello everyone, welcome to Homework Help. If you find the video useful, please subscribe to the channel. In this video, we'll solve this complex number problem. As per the problem, find the values of x and y in the equation. The given equation is x plus iy times 2 plus I equals 3 minus I. In this equation, I is the imaginary unit. We have to find the values of x and y, so we should isolate x and y on one side of the equation. In this equation, on the left side, we have the complex number x plus iy being multiplied to complex number 2 plus I. Since both x and y are in the same complex number, we can isolate x plus iy on the left side of the equation. We should divide both sides of the equation by 2 plus I because we want to get rid of 2 plus I on the left side of the equation. So 2 plus I on the left side cancel each other out and we are left with x plus I times y equals 3 minus I over 2 plus I. Now we have to change the fraction 3 minus I over 2 plus I into the standard form a plus bi because we'll be able to use the form a plus bi to find the values of x and y. For that we have to use the conjugate method. We should multiply the numerator and the denominator of this fraction by the conjugate of the denominator because we want to get rid of the I in the denominator. In the standard form a plus bi, there is no I in the denominator. Conjugate is an expression with the same terms but opposite sign between the terms. So the conjugate of 2 plus I is 2 minus I. So we should multiply the numerator and the denominator by 2 minus I. I get x plus iy equals 3 minus I times 2 minus I over 2 plus I times 2 minus I. We can simplify the fraction on the right side by distributing the terms in the parentheses. We should use the FOIL method. In the numerator, 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times negative I is negative 3i. Negative I times 2 is negative 2i. Negative I times negative I is equal to positive I squared. In the denominator, we do 2 times 2, which is 4. 2 times negative I is negative 2i. I times 2 is positive 2i. And I times negative I is negative I squared. Next, we can combine like terms in the numerator and denominator. In the numerator, negative 3i minus 2i is equal to negative 5i. And I squared is equal to negative 1. In the denominator, negative 2i and plus 2i cancel each other out. And we can replace I squared with negative 1. We can simplify the numerator expression. We can combine 6 and negative 1. 6 plus negative 1 is equal to 5. In the denominator, 4 minus negative 1 is equivalent to 4 plus 1, which is equal to 5. Next, we can do common factoring in the numerator. We can factor out 5 from both terms in the numerator. Next, we can cancel out the 5's from the numerator and denominator. We can use this step to find the values of x and y. We have a complex number on both sides of the equation. Two complex numbers are equal to each other if their real parts and imaginary parts are equal to each other. That means x should be equal to 1 and y should be equal to -1, because y is the coefficient of the imaginary part of the complex number. Therefore, y is equal to -1. This should be the final answer for this problem. So these are the steps you have to keep in mind to solve this problem. I hope you'll find this video useful. Please share it, like it, and subscribe to Homework Help. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.